Alright, those are all the items that I threw into the cleaner. Let's put this carb back together and get it back on the mower. It's not getting anything through the carburetor, so the carburetor's still not clean. Okay, let's get the carburetor back out. Okay, we're just gonna pop it in like that and hope for the best, see what happens. So that's been soaking for a while I ran to the grocery store. Okay, let's put it back together again. Not much to this one. I say that like I've taken a bunch apart. I haven't. It's obviously not getting any fuel, so it'll run on the starter fluid, but then it's not getting any fuel through the carburetor, so plan B. Okay, so bottom line here, I was unsuccessful at cleaning the carburetor. So I tried cleaning the parts of the carburetor that I was able to remove that didn't contain rubber or plastic pieces. That didn't work. Then I took all of the removable pieces off and tried cleaning the whole carburetor because I didn't really have much to lose at that point. That didn't work. So if you want to see a video where somebody successfully cleaned out this type of carburetor, I'm going to put a link to it up here, so you can check that out. So now back to the video. So I bought an inexpensive carburetor off of eBay. We'll see how well this works for $11.78. I'm somewhat leery, but hopeful. Got the gasket. Yep, that looks like it. Okay, so I saved you watching me install that again. So here's the old one, got the new one in place. Let's go see if it starts. Yeah, I think that needs to be sharpened a little bit. Okay, so now we've got a better edge on these. one more thing to address, and that was this. I actually used this screw, which I believe is probably the idle setting, and I turned that way in so that the throttle, so that once it was running, it would run at a pretty good RPM, and I mowed most of my lawn that way. But it seemed to make it hard to start. So I was looking at this, and I thought that this was a choke originally, like a manual choke lever. But since it had the primer bulb, I didn't think it needed the choke lever, so I thought maybe this was just from a different mower. As you recall, maybe from the beginning, this was not on the mower, it was just in a bag laying on the deck, so I didn't know if it was really from this mower or not. But then, actually, once I put the lid back on, this told me, I was like, wait, this lever is supposed to be there, and it's the throttle, not a choke lever. So then, I was trying to determine how this linkage went on there. And I tried a couple different ways, and I was trying to link this to this, and it just didn't fit, and I really didn't see what was going on there. And then I recalled that there was a spring that was connected to this and just kind of hanging this lever in the back here. And it was just kind of hanging down, and I didn't know what it was for. Unfortunately, it's a little bit stretched out, but I think I can still work with it. So I've found out that what I need to do is I need to put this, in here. And if I spin this up a little ways, then that holds it well enough. And I'm going to put the linkage in here. Okay, so now I have that. And that's going to need to go behind this other piece, this other linkage. And I need to hook the end of this into this little hole. Let's see, I got it the other way. Like so. Okay, now that's all hooked up. Now I should be able to bolt that down, and then when I pull that, oh, I have to adjust it anyway. So that spring is now too tight. Okay, so now this is off, or on the slow speed. You can see the throttle connected to the pin back here through this spring, and then that linkage goes back and connects here. So you can see, yeah, this is all the way off now. So when I slide this to the right to increase throttle, eventually, it kicks in and it pulls this, so now that this is full throttle. Alright, so I can adjust it anywhere in here really, and adjust the throttle. So there was a little set screw underneath. Let's see. Come on, focus. Okay, let's see. Yeah, you can see the threads right there. Right. When I slide this, that slides that away, and then it touches. There's a screw with a Torx bit T10 head underneath there. So
there's two of them. One on the left, one on the right. The one on the right is the one that I adjusted so that the throttle would go down all the way, go slow, on the slow side. Boom. Okay, so I'll have to try that out tomorrow.
Hello again. I'm going to put a link to the video that I watched for the throttle linkage. Maybe that'll help you out as well. My mower still doesn't run exactly right. It's still, the RPMs will still not come up. And when I put the lever to full throttle, it then the governor uses the spring and pushes the RPMs down, so it still doesn't want to run at full RPMs unless I take what I think is the idle screw, and I turn that way in and bring the idle speed way up. So I'm doing that for now, and it's working. But if you happen to know a better way of adjusting that or fixing it, please leave a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. So thanks and take care.